Chris Rock says a joke about Jada Pinkett-Smith, which she clearly loves. I mean, look at her face. That's the face of someone who absolutely loves a joke, right? So Will Smith wants to show his gratitude to Chris for making such a great joke. So he walks up to him and he goes to give him a pat on the back for saying such a great joke. But unfortunately, Will misjudges the power and the placement of the pat on the back. So it ends up coming across looking like he slapped him in the face, right? But Chris knew, where Will's heart was, and he smiles anyways. And here Will sits back down and he just reiterates to Chris how much he loves the joke and he loves his work in general by saying, "Keep up the great work." You can really see how he says keep there. So yeah, it's great to see some unity in Hollywood.
What Will Smith did tonight was straight bullshit. Props and congratulations to him for winning the Oscar, because damn it, he deserved it. And I love the brother and I'm proud of him, but boy, was that a shameful act for him to commit tonight. To go up on stage and slap Chris Rock like that, he's lucky he didn't get his ass kicked, particularly after the event was over. If not by Chris Rock, to the fellas he had there with him. I mean, damn. Denzel and Bradley Cooper and Tyler Perry having to calm you down, your publicist having to run out and calm you down. I mean, damn, come on, bro. Come on, man. There's no excuse for it, ladies and gentlemen. Don't even try to justify it, okay? Chris Rock said it years ago. Every time black folks doing something, you know who messes it up. I never dreamed in my wildest dreams I'd be saying that about Will Smith. A black man, Will Packer, did a phenomenal job producing the Oscars, and you do this to stain yourself, to stain the Academy Awards? Damn.
I'm gonna be honest with you. Will Smith actually used to live behind my house. I've had the pleasure of knowing his son and his daughter very well, and we did Men in Black 3 with him. I believe whatever he felt that he did, he had the right to do. I also felt there were 3 losers in one fight. He didn't know, being Chris Rock. He didn't want to do what he had to do, being Will Smith. And she did nothing, being Jada. And it's a very sad thing, but there was a powerful moment for me to sit and watch one of the world's best emoters ever we've seen speak from the heart. And I would rather take the beauty out of the situation than take the pain. But I had to leave my chair, I'll be honest with you. It cut me really deep. And I don't get deep about these things, but I'm a big movie fan, I'll be honest with you. And out of a horrible moment, there was a little bit of beauty in what came on, and I'm sure everyone's very apologetic about what happened. Shouldn't have happened. But ask yourself, what would you do in the same situation? I don't know how we'd all react. We're all very human, right?
The hell are you supposed to be?
I'm vengeance.
Let's talk about Will Smith at the Oscars last night. Or more importantly, the online reaction, which is what is concerning me the most. So many people saying Will only chose violence after he saw his wife's reaction. He was laughing, he looked over, she was glaring. She forced him to do it with a look. Now, one thing is very clear to me here and must be shouted loudly for the younger generation. If a man chooses to protect his wife's dignity with violence, that is entirely on him. If anyone chooses violence to express anything that they don't like when there are a myriad other ways available to them, that is entirely on them. We need to stop this narrative that women coerce, manipulate and force men to do crazy things for love. That's what Will said when he accepted his Oscar later. He said, "Love makes you do crazy things." No, Will, it does not. Anger makes you do crazy things. Greed, bitterness, jealousy, mental health issues can all contribute to that, but love does not. Love is peace, accountability and acceptance, and never comes with violence.
I am literally watching Will Smith's acceptance speech right now. I'm outside of my seat. I came outside to pee. Oh, sorry, excuse me, TikTok. I came outside to do a number 1. And I cannot believe how silent everybody is. You could hear a pin drop. Will Smith is crying on stage. Yo, I'm gonna tell you something. Like, I'm a die-hard Will Smith fan. Like, die hard, and I'm gonna tell you something, like, to watch Will Smith, a childhood hero of mine, cry on stage, and I'm feet away from him. I don't want to talk over this man, so I'm gonna get back to you in a second. Everybody at the Oscars right now is looking at each other. I want to apologize to the Academy. Oh my God, I'm watching this with you. Oh my God. People are trying to cut him off. People are trying to cut him off. People are running around trying to figure out if they can cut him off. Jade is crying. People are trying to figure out how to cut his speech short. And if they let this black, beautiful, talented man, I'm in shock. I'm in shock right now. People are running. He just said love will make you do crazy things, and they pan to Jada. People are around, and I'm gonna tell you something. This girl just passed by me, and she was talking to her friend. She said, and let that be the last time someone ridicules black women on the stage.
Talk about this whole Will Smith situation. If you missed it, at the Oscars, Chris Rock made a joke about his wife, a G.I. Joe joke, and Will Smith proceeded to get up and smack him across the face in front of everybody, and then used the F word 2 times and said, keep my wife's name out of your effing mouth. Now, was this right thing to do? Is this something he should have done? Now, what we saw happening was Will Smith reacting emotionally in the moment. I'm sure if he's looking back at it now logically, he's probably thinking that's probably not the best thing to do, especially on live television. But because he felt those emotions so strongly, he felt the urge to get up and smack someone across the face. A couple of problems here. Number one, we're seeing a live example of cancel culture, right? I don't like what you have to say, so I'm going to go and shut you up. In this case, using violence, which I'm never a big fan of. Just because you don't like what someone else is saying doesn't mean you have the right to shut them down. And this is unfortunately something we see everywhere in the world. I don't like what you're saying. Stop talking. Well, I have the right to my opinion, even if it's a shit opinion. I can say whatever I want. You can't shut me down just because you don't like it. The second thing is, a lot of people, they get angry, they get emotional because there is some weight to what's being said. If you feel insulted by what someone's joking about, there's some weight to it. It's affecting you. So don't give someone else control. Don't give someone else control over your emotions. If they can make you feel a certain way, act a certain way, if they can affect you with a joke enough to get up on live television and come and smack you, I'm sorry, but you have lost. You don't have emotional control, and that shows a lot of immaturity. Now, I don't know what was happening with his wife, what his wife's situation is. I'm not sure about the whole background here. But when it comes to dealing with something like this, that is not the way to do it, right? You don't just get up there and you smack somebody. Maybe in the intermission, go to him and say, hey, I didn't appreciate that joke. Can you just chill with the jokes? Something like that, right? You don't go and smack somebody. And the other thing is, being Will Smith, I grew up on Independence Day, one of my favorite movies ever. And now when I see something like this, it's very distasteful, especially to drop the F word so many times on live television. I don't want my little sister watching that, right? So you have to be an example. So did he deal with it the right way? Absolutely not. Was there a better way to do it? Absolutely was. What did we learn from this? You cannot let somebody else control you emotionally. You can't let someone else's words affect you so much that you resort to violence. And that is my take on that.
Will, right in front of you, Will.